I know volcano must be exciting for you, but please remain seated with your seatbelts.
Iceland's volcano has erupted 7 times in 2025, and right now, it's happening again. Like this thing is not resting at all. The ground is literally cracking open, and lava is just pouring out like hot liquid fire. And the craziest part is how calm people look watching it from far, because if you get close, that's game over. This is not one of those small eruptions too. The smoke is rising, the lava is flowing, and the whole place looks like another planet. Honestly, Iceland is just built different. Imagine living there and waking up to this like it's normal news. Nature is really reminding us that humans don't control anything.
1960s, the island of Surtsey erupted into existence from beneath the sea. The island is a pristine natural laboratory, allowing scientists a rare chance to study an island from birth, really. Because it began as sterile lava with a known birthday, if you like, and has remained free of human interference thanks to strict protections, researchers can trace exactly how life builds an ecosystem, step by step, giving us an insight into processes analogues to the spreading of life on early Earth. But Iceland's youth isn't only interesting for the sake of scientific research and this video. It's dangerous, because young land means fresh lava, and lots of it. There are around 30 volcanic systems active across the island, and over 100 volcanoes have erupted in the last 10,000 years. I say around 30 because nature doesn't draw neat boundaries. It would be very helpful if it did. Some systems here have obvious central volcanoes, others are long networks of underground fissures, and many are a combination of both, slipping in and out of activity over centuries. So depending on the geological criteria used to define active, the number sits somewhere between 28 and 33. And thanks to lying on such a rare tectonic sweet spot, Iceland produces almost every major style of volcanic behaviour on the planet. From flood basalts that spread lava in vast sheets, gently built shield volcanoes, ground-splitting fissure eruptions, explosive composite volcanoes, sticky rhyolite domes, and even huge ash flow calderas. Nowhere else puts this entire volcanic toolkit on display quite like Iceland. In fact, the country's image as a land of fire has become central to its identity and its economy, but it also hides a hard geographic reality. For all its beauty, the interior of the country is a vast, high, freezing desert. Often compared to the surface of the moon, its harsh conditions leave it largely uninhabited. Instead, nearly everyone lives around the coast, especially the southwest corner. The Gulf Stream keeps this part of the country relatively balmy. Winter temperatures rarely drop below -5 degrees Celsius, leaving harbours ice-free year-round. Combine that with rich cod-stock seas and why wouldn't you want to stay here? Over time, small settlements grew into towns and cities, pulling in even more people. I really can't state enough that this area is the nerve centre of the nation. 80% of the population lives within an hour's drive of Reykjavik. Icelanders have cleverly leveraged the country's geological activity here to their advantage too. Over 85% of homes are heated by geothermal water, underpinning Iceland's position as a green energy leader. High-temperature geothermal fields where hot water and steam circulate above shallow magma bodies are tapped by boreholes. Housing, swimming pools, and even pavements are warmed by the earth itself. Imagine that, underfloor heating while you walk to the shops. That's my kind of luxury. But with this growth comes new vulnerabilities. More people means more infrastructure now sits in places that will be affected by future eruptions. And by future, I don't mean in hundreds of years. I mean as soon as tomorrow. Because something even more sinister is brewing below the surface. In late 2019, something changed. Earthquakes shook the ground beneath Fagradalsfjall, an area less than an hour's drive from Reykjavik. And I'm sorry for my pronunciation here, Icelanders, let me know how I get on. They started small, but soon multiplied and strengthened. By early 2021, more than 40,000 earthquakes shook the region in a matter of weeks, in what's known as seismic swarms. Terrifying, absolutely, but also a geological warning. Something was going on just a few kilometers below the surface. Seismic swarms can be caused by magma forcing its way up through cracks in Earth's crust, in what's known as an intrusion. Rock fractures, magma floods in, pressure builds, and it's often only a matter of time until it reaches the surface.